Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim, man. It's hot as hell here in Chicago. I think a lot of people took me quite literally when I was talking about Ross getting rid of toys. I said they're shrinking their toys department. As if you look at the video, it explains everything that's going on. Basically, some of the shit you see happening at Walmart and Target. Yeah, owls are shrinking. Why? The demand for toys are not as great as there used to be. It used to be fueled by kids getting up early in the morning watching cartoons, wanting, the exact figure they seen off that cartoon, man. If it was available, they go to the store with their mom and dad and they go buy it. The economy is fucked. And, just being realistic, a lot of people saying, where you getting your information from about jobs and this and that, and about factories being basically ran by AI and robots, from the people who actually work there, from people who are losing their jobs. I think a lot of people don't understand. If it don't happen to you, you don't see it. But the thing is, I believe that it could happen to me. I'm one of those people that know, shit, you're not exempt from nothing in this world, bro. You got to take each thing, each day with a grain of salt and understand that shit happens to everybody. You're one step away from being in a poorhouse sometimes. You're one step away from basically living on them streets, bro. People talk like being out in the wild is a beautiful thing, man. It's not, man. It's rough out there. It's cold outside. It's hot as shit outside right now, but it's cold as hell outside. When you have nowhere to go, man, and you on your own, bro, this is the thing that I talk to people about. This is why I say be humble. Be thankful for what you got. Be careful, just being mad about shit for no apparent reason. Bro, I'm not mad. I'm just angry that, the world is the way it is. That people out here sometimes only get one chance and shit just go awry, man. It's not like you went off and did drugs. You could have went to the military and came back and there's nothing left for you here. Your woman could have left you while you was in the military. You out here by yourself. You got PTSD. They're not doing anything at the VA. People telling me that the VA is the greatest place. VAs I seen, man, are not some good places to go, man. I got friends that I done dropped off. I got friends that talk about it and tell me, man, look, my wife got insurance and I just go use her insurance because, you got to wait for dates to actually get procedures done and all of this stuff, man. They highly, underfunded, man. And see, people don't think about any of this. They don't see this shit because it don't affect them, man. When I talk about that the toys don't went up, why are you complaining? Why do you complain so much about prices, man? Just spend that money, bro. To buy a $35 toy, you know how many damn hours I gotta work? And see, that's the thing that a lot of y'all don't understand. When I'm talking about going out, each toy is $35 at GameStop damn near now, because I'm a pro member. I'm looking at these prices like, wait, hold on. 35, 70. For 4 figures, that's 140. Then you add 30 more, that's 175 more, 175. Are you not getting what I'm saying? Then you add taxes, you damn near $200. For some people, that's part of their damn check. And you're sitting here telling me you have no problems blowing $200 fucking dollars in one sitting on figures that, you just buying just to be buying. I'm not doing that, fam. This is why I say you got to see the value in the stuff that you're buying. You may not see the value in the stuff. You just buying cheap stuff and, you just saying you like it. I like it. Bro, I look at these toy tubers, man, raw short stalks, collecting Havoc, this man collects. I look at a lot of these guys, Kemp Pool. I look at all of them, man, and they're doing one thing. They're showing you what's out there. Our brother, Mr. Star Gel, he do the same thing. And, they're out there showing us what's on the shelf, bro. PB Ekatabo, however you pronounce his name. And I apologize if I mispronounced your name. It's not personal. It was just, man, you can say a lot of those words that I can't. I look at their channels, man, and I see what they're finding out in the wild, man. And, I have a list of stuff that I want to get, man. I got it in my phone, Turtles of Grayskull. Motu figures. Motu cartoon figures. Motu origin figures. Transformers. Sonic figures, Mario figures, Simpson figures, just based off the stuff they see at these discount stores, bro. And this is what I'm looking at. Halo figures, bro. And when you actually saying stuff like this and you thinking about it, they found the McFarlane, they found the Star Wars, Marvel Legends, bro. This is the stuff that going in that you could possibly find at these stores. And I think people make it seem like, oh, you just don't want those figures, you just see them. No. After looking at the figure, knowing that it's something that you want, you try to go find it. It ain't nothing wrong with going to look. When I seen those cereal box figures, Frankenberry, Count Chocula, man, I went to the stores trying to find them. Why? Because that was something that I thought, would look good in my collection. They sitting up at the top above the Funko Pops. Then when I seen Collecting Havoc, I think, go to the store, him and Rolf, they went and looked, not together, but separately, and they seen the Tony the Tiger, I think, and the Cheetos guy. I wanted those. Dude, you got Art G, you got Mort something, you got a lot of these guys, man, that when you look at, man, you just thankful that somebody out there showing you what's available, man. People look at me and say, man, you should know what's there. No, I shouldn't. If I don't look at these channels most of the time, I don't know what's even out, bro. I didn't even really know that the Masters of the Universe and Thundercats were out on the shelf in the regular aisle. I didn't know that. Dude, I didn't know until I looked at somebody's video, and I've been trying to find them. I've been going through Targets and Walmart trying to find them. But like I tell you, I have like 80 Walmarts. No, not 80 Walmarts. Like 8 Walmarts and 80 Targets, I meant to say. In just the Chicagoland and surrounding suburbs area, I say about 80 because, shit, man, they everywhere. Targets are everywhere. They're like Walgreens. You cannot walk a block without finding a Walgreens. And see, this is what I'm talking about. You're looking, and you're looking. And the biggest thing that I've been looking at, fam, and I just want to make sure that I explain this to all of y'all, that in these places, there is stuff to buy. But by me being a collector, I have a lot of the stuff that's on the shelf. I'm looking for stuff that's new to the shelf that I don't already have. For somebody who don't have it, they say it's a lot of stuff on the shelf. Because it is. But it's a lot of stuff on the shelf that I don't need. And let me clarify that. Some of the stuff on the shelf I don't need. Because I have it already. And, if I had something similar, I ain't gonna go buy it again. You may ask, why did you go buy 2 WWE main event wrestling rings? You already got 2 back there. What you gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of the AEW one, and I'm gonna use the other 2. I'm gonna have 3 and put them on the top shelf with the DC Multiverse figures and move them here. Bruh, I'm looking at it from the standpoint of, how do you say this? Product. Specifications and durability and all that stuff, man. I noticed that the WWE is better made. The AEW one, man, is not that sturdy. Dude, it's like damn near falling apart. Again, I'm thankful. But, it's time to upgrade when you can. Now, those things were like $16.99 a piece. The WWE main event, I got them from Ross at different times, not at the same time. Not even in the same month. But, that's what happens. I still got stuff that I haven't opened. I still have stuff that I'm sitting here talking about I want to do a giveaway on. A giveaway for actually the members only section. And I want to give away for the channel itself. So I'm trying to think about what I want to give away. Right now, like I said before, I'm saving for something big. And, I have to make sure I meet the quota for that because that's more important than all of this stuff at this particular point in time. There's things that I'm working on, man, in the background that I'm just trying to get, a handle on. And I think a lot of people don't understand that. In order to buy something, you need to start putting money away. And sometimes I think people don't understand that, like, man, hell with that. I just be buying them toys, and I'm like, I hope this is a kid. Not a grown person saying, man, I should just be buying toys, man. Sometimes, man, it don't be days where you be like, I don't even want to buy a damn toy. Some days you just be like, man, I need to buy some damn clothes. That's what you buy. One day you say, hey, I need to buy some shoes. Oh, I need to buy some necessities, man, that, need to go buy me a bus card. I need to put gas in the car or something. Or, I need to pay my insurance on the car. Just stuff that you normally don't think of. See, a lot of times we don't think of this stuff, man. We just think, in time we about to do some stuff, man. It's gonna work out, whenever it works out, man. But that's the shit that you got to think about. Stuff works at its own pace and its own time, man. And that's how I've been looking at life. Life is never the way you want it. Life is the way it has to be. And those are some of the things that I look at, man. I've been in this world for a while now. And I've been sitting here focusing on the things that I have to. A lot of people say, man, you are so privileged and so entitled. You don't edit your videos, you don't put better thumbnails, it's like you don't care. It's not none of that. This is the reason you watch me. I'm real. There's no hidden agenda. The same person that you see on camera is the same person I am off camera. There's no difference, bro. I'm not in here putting on a show, acting, or anything. There's no personality. There's just me. And, sometimes you sit there and you wonder to yourself, like, man, how could I make this situation better for everybody? Just by being real and being realistic with you, man. Shit go on, man. Sometimes you get mad a week and you don't want to buy shit because you're so angry at some other stuff. Or, you done checked every damn store within a mile radius, damn near 20-mile radius of your home, going all the way around in a damn circle and still can't find shit. Dude, I told you that my Rosses are shrinking their toy house. They are. Did I say they were getting rid of them? I put that in the thumbnail saying they were, but they shrinking them to the point where, hell, you can't even tell it was toys there. They got gift bags, dog beds. They got all type of shit around there. Why? Because they're not getting the amount of toys that other stores are getting. And I was explained that to by somebody that worked there. They say, hey, man, we ain't getting that much of stuff. You notice yourself. Bro, I remember you used to come in here all the time, man. And me and you used to talk, man. You remember I bought a Funko Pops. The guy was telling me, he said, you remember, I'm a manager. I bought a Funko Pops here. And he said, man, you remember just looking over there, man. You remember we had the security and everything. We had all type of shit going on. And me and you chopped it up on everything. And I'm going to keep it real with you. Because they got rid of, like, in my area, where I live. And I got to say that because, see, people twist stuff. They got rid of those bins up front where they would have the toys in. In a couple of stores, they told me, they said, we don't have enough of product to put there. I think a lot of people think that these Rosses are getting like truckloads of toys like their toy store. They're not a toy store. They're a liquidation store in so many words. More like, you know what I'm talking about. They buy liquidated stock. This is why I didn't understand the tariff pricing. Because you're not ordering directly from vendors themselves. You buy them from other places. Now, some of their stuff come directly from vendors, I agree. But when you're telling me about toys and stuff that you're getting from Target exclusive and Walmart exclusive on them, and you telling me you got them from somewhere else, dude, I was in Poland with my wife, and I seen a Target exclusive item. I just laughed my ass off because we're nowhere near a Target. Motherfucker, we got to go out of this whole damn continent to find a Target, bro. I'm like, shit, people think Targets are everywhere. They're not there. When I was in Canada, see, that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand. We got first world problems here in the U.S. We complain about toys not being the prices we want. And you know what? That's all right because, see, this is what we're used to. In other countries, they're used to other things. They're used to, having to order off of eBay and, whatnot and getting hit with these crazy ass charges for shipping, because of the product didn't custom and duty fees and all of that stuff. But see, here in America, bro, we got all type of stuff. Like I said, for it to be a country the way it is, it's an amazing country, but it got good and bad. In this marriage relationship that I call, me and my wife, she's the good, I'm the bad. She sees good in everything. She sees good in everybody. I see bad in everything. I see the good, but I see the bad. And I have to protect us because I have to look at it just like this. See, people don't always show you their true face. They show you what they think they can use to get in the door. And you know, they be who they showing you to be for at least a while until they're comfortable. And like I said, bro, I tell you a lot of times, don't let everybody in your house. And you know, like I said, I opened the door once, the person did not come in. And I thought it was odd. The spirit told me, this person is not meant to cross the threshold into your home. It's something off about them. Leave them out there. And I did. I got what I needed for him. I closed the door and said I'd be right back and gave it to him and closed the door. Average person been to ask, bro, what's up? Why am I out here? I wasn't keeping you out there. Shit, I was away from the door. Like, you could have just walked in. But guess what? They didn't. The energy with all of this, you know, as far as the collecting energy is negative because people can't stand to see you find anything. Me personally, I love to see people find stuff. I love to see people shine. I love to see people explain how they went about getting stuff, for I can go and try the same damn tactic. You know, like, man, you know, I looked at the store. I went early in the morning on a Saturday. Then, you know, I went Sunday morning because, you know, sometimes they clean the store up and they put stuff back that was placed in the wrong places, you know, that Saturday night back. And, you know, on Sunday, it's right back into place. And I'm like, damn, that is, you know, some good advice. So I'm sitting there listening and thinking, bro, that's how collecting is. Collecting will have you wanting to quit because sometimes you can't find anything. You know, people say, hey man, you got all that stuff behind you. Are you even thankful or grateful? I am thankful. I worked very hard to get this damn stuff. Yes, I am grateful. Majority of this stuff wasn't given to me. I say a good 5% wasn't given to me. You know, I had to work. Then, you know what? Then you had blessings bestowed upon this channel by generous people. And that, I gotta say, I am thankful and happy with. Just to have blessings from generous people who don't really ask for anything in return. Man, so that's something that you gotta think about, man. You know, bro, it's a lot of things that a lot of people don't understand. Life is rough, man. You know, when you think you winning, sometimes you are winning, but sometimes you truly losing. You know, these prices got you just all up in the air because you thinking when you was a kid, the stuff was much cheaper. When you didn't have to buy it yourself. You didn't think that $5 would hurt your parents or anything. And it actually probably did hurt them. Bro, you know, rent may have been cheap. But, you know, people wasn't making $10 an hour back then. They were making, like, if minimum wage was $3.35 or $3.50. If you making $5.50, you think you doing some shit. Man, you out there, you know, you thinking about what car you trying to get now. You like, you make $5.50 a damn hour. You know, you may had rent for $400. Studio was like $300. But like I said, with the wages being what they were, and you was part-time in most places because there were so many jobs, but getting a good job, that was something. You had to work a lot of shitty jobs to get stuff put together, man. And hey, was what it was, man. You know, you look now back at then, man, would I change anything about my life? No. I wouldn't be in the place I am now. Dude, you go change it anything, you can mess up the whole scheme of things. Be like butterfly effect. 1, 2, and 3. Probably 4. But we ain't gonna talk about that. But anyway. But till later, fam. Thank you for watching. I just want to say, as always, man, it's a blessing for you to watch. Man, you could be doing any damn thing. You could be clipping your toenails or whatever, man. And for you to watch and to show love, that's a blessing. But to later, peace out.